In the annals of startup history, few ventures have launched with such colossal backing and crashed with such dramatic speed as Quibi. Co-founded by Hollywood titan Jeffrey Katzenberg and tech executive Meg Whitman, this ambitious streaming service garnered an astonishing $1.75 billion in funding. Its promise was to redefine mobile entertainment, delivering premium, short-form content designed for a generation on the go. Yet, less than 8 months after its highly anticipated debut, Quibi ceased operations, becoming a stark cautionary tale. This investigation delves into how such massive funding could not overcome a fundamentally flawed launch strategy. The architects of Quibi's grand vision were Jeffrey Katzenberg, a veteran of Disney and DreamWorks, and Meg Whitman, former CEO of Hewlett-Packard and eBay. Their combined pedigree suggested an unassailable understanding of both content creation and scalable technology. Katzenberg, in particular, was vocal about Quibi's potential. According to reports from The Verge, he claimed Quibi would change the way you consume content, aiming to capture the interstitial moments in users' daily lives, commutes, coffee breaks, waiting in line with high-quality, quick-bite entertainment. The financial backing Quibi secured was truly extraordinary for a new streaming platform. Major players in the media and tech industries lined up to invest, signaling immense confidence in Katzenberg and Whitman's concept. Reports confirmed that the $1.75 billion came from a diverse array of investors including Alibaba, Disney, NBC Universal, Sony, Viacom, and AT&T. This consortium represented a powerful endorsement, suggesting that the industry believed in Quibi's potential to carve out a significant niche in the crowded streaming market, particularly given its focus on mobile-first consumption. Quibi's core proposition revolved around quick bites of content, essentially short-form episodes designed for mobile viewing. Each show was envisioned to be between 7 and 10 minutes long, a format dubbed movies in chapters. The idea, as articulated by the founders, was to offer premium, high-production value content tailored for brief viewing windows. This strategy aimed to differentiate Quibi from both traditional long-form streaming services and the burgeoning user-generated content platforms like TikTok, by offering a curated, cinematic experience on a smartphone. Despite the short-form nature of its content, Quibi invested heavily in production values. According to industry reports, the company spent an astounding $100,000 per minute on original content. This budget rivaled, and in some cases surpassed, traditional television production costs. Quibi's strategy was clear: to bring Hollywood-level storytelling and production quality to the mobile screen, believing that premium content would justify its subscription model. This commitment translated into an ambitious content slate from day one. To attract subscribers, Quibi enlisted an impressive roster of A-list talent, underscoring its commitment to high-quality, celebrity-driven programming. The service produced over 175 original shows, comprising 8,500 quick bites of content. Major celebrities featured included Chrissy Teigen with Chrissy's Court, Kevin Hart in Die Hard, Liam Hemsworth in Most Dangerous Game, Sophie Turner in Survive, and Chance the Rapper hosting Punk'd. This star power was intended to legitimize the platform and draw in a wide audience, believing that celebrity appeal would translate directly into subscriptions. The executives at Quibi had aggressive growth projections, reflecting their confidence in the platform's unique value proposition. According to internal documents and public statements, Quibi projected to achieve 7.4 million subscribers in its first year of operation. The long-term outlook was even more ambitious, aiming for a staggering 35 million subscribers by 2025. These figures were critical to justifying the massive initial investment and signaled a belief that Quibi was poised to become a dominant force in the rapidly evolving streaming landscape, particularly on mobile devices. Despite its celebrity content and high budgets, Quibi struggled to find its audience. The service was explicitly designed for people on the go, targeting commuters and those with short pockets of free time. However, market research and subsequent user behavior revealed a significant disconnect. As analyst Rich Greenfield commented, Quibi presented a mobile-first, not mobile-only problem, suggesting that while people use mobile, they don't necessarily want premium short-form entertainment only on mobile, or at all, in the way Quibi offered it. Quibi's concept directly clashed with observed mobile content consumption patterns. Research indicated that users primarily engaged with two types of content on their phones, either long-form videos, often cast to larger screens, or very short, user-generated content, like that found on TikTok. Quibi's premium, professionally produced quick bites didn't neatly fit into either category. Viewers reportedly found the movies in chapters concept confusing, struggling to see the value in paying for expensive, short segments of shows they couldn't easily binge or share like viral clips. A critical strategic misstep was Quibi's unwavering commitment to a mobile-only model at launch. The platform was exclusively designed for smartphone viewing, initially preventing users from casting content to their televisions. This decision, based on internal research suggesting mobile-only viewing was the future, quickly became a source of significant user frustration. Customers, accustomed to the flexibility of other streaming services, expressed dismay at being unable to watch their paid content on a larger screen, especially when at home. The severity of the mobile-only blunder was later acknowledged by Jeffrey Katzenberg himself. In a candid reflection on Quibi's failure, he openly admitted, "Our biggest mistake was not being able to cast to a television." This statement, reported by media outlets like the New York Times, highlighted a fundamental misjudgment of user expectations and habits. For a service billing itself as premium entertainment, the inability to watch on the most common entertainment device in the home proved to be a critical barrier to adoption and retention, alienating potential subscribers. In response to overwhelming user demand and critical feedback, Quibi attempted to rectify its mobile-only stance. In May 2020, over a month after its April 6 launch, the company finally introduced the ability to cast content to televisions. While this move addressed a major pain point, it was a reactive change rather than a proactive feature. By then, the initial buzz had faded, and many potential users had already formed negative impressions of the service's limitations. The delay in implementing such a basic feature underscored a strategic inflexibility that cost Quibi valuable early adopters. As if strategic missteps weren't enough, Quibi's launch timing proved catastrophically unlucky. The service debuted on April 6, 2020, precisely when global COVID-19 lockdowns were at their peak. This unprecedented situation fundamentally undermined Quibi's entire premise. Its target audience of people on the go was suddenly confined to their homes, with commutes cancelled and waiting lines non-existent. Jeffrey Katzenberg later described the timing as a perfect storm, acknowledging that the pandemic shifted content consumption patterns dramatically away from Quibi's intended use case. The pandemic-induced lockdowns drastically altered how and where people consumed media. Instead of quick breaks on their phones, consumers spent extended periods at home, gravitating towards larger screens and longer-form content. Streaming services like Netflix, Disney+, and HBO Max saw surges in viewership as families sought entertainment that could be enjoyed together on televisions. Quibi, with its mobile-only focus and short-form episodes, found itself completely out of sync with these new, entrenched viewing habits, struggling to compete for attention in a vastly different media landscape. The combination of strategic flaws and unfortunate timing led to Quibi's dismal subscriber performance. Far from its ambitious projections of 7.4 million subscribers in its first year, the service struggled to gain meaningful traction. By the time of its shutdown, less than 8 months after launch, Quibi had reportedly only managed to attract an estimated 2 million subscribers. This stark underperformance represented a severe blow to investor confidence and highlighted the deep chasm between Quibi's internal expectations and market reality, signaling an unsustainable business model. Ultimately, the core issue plaguing Quibi was a fundamental lack of product-market fit. In a joint statement released upon the company's shutdown, Jeffrey Katzenberg and Meg Whitman themselves conceded that the product-market fit was not strong enough. This admission underscored that while the funding was massive and the talent abundant, the actual offering simply did not resonate with consumers. Whether due to the short-form, premium content concept, the mobile-only restriction, or the pandemic's influence, Quibi failed to deliver a compelling reason for its target audience to subscribe and stay. External analysts offered equally critical assessments of Quibi's strategic shortcomings. Michael Nathanson, a veteran media industry analyst, encapsulated the platform's predicament in a particularly blunt statement. He described Quibi as a product that nobody wanted to watch, on the wrong device, at the wrong time. This tripartite critique succinctly captured the intertwined failures: content that didn't appeal, a restrictive delivery mechanism, and an unfortunate market environment. The consensus emerged that Quibi's downfall was not merely bad luck, but a series of deep conceptual and execution flaws. On December 1, 2020, less than 8 months after its high-profile launch, Quibi officially shut down its operations. The decision marked a rapid and costly end for a venture once heralded as the next big thing in entertainment. Despite raising $1.75 billion, the company managed to return only $350 million to its investors. This represented a colossal loss, even for major media companies accustomed to high-stakes investments. The rapid demise of Quibi serves as a powerful reminder that even with unparalleled funding and celebrity founders, a product's success hinges on truly understanding and meeting market demand. Quibi's $1.75 billion failure offers critical lessons for innovators and investors alike. The narrative clearly illustrates that massive funding and the involvement of industry titans are not sufficient to guarantee success if the core product strategy is flawed. The expensive short-form content failed to align with audience preferences, the mobile-only model ignored fundamental user behavior, and the timing of its launch during a global pandemic amplified every misstep. Quibi's story underscores that true innovation requires deep empathy for the user, adaptability to changing circumstances, and above all, a clear product-market fit that no amount of money can simply buy.